World Games is the Olympics for sports not in the Olympics, making this the highest regarded Frisbee tournament in the world. In a competition with only 8 teams, it is the best of the best. Let's go see how the 2025 World Games went for Ultimate Frisbee. Day 1 for Pool A started with the United States versus Japan. The United States' defensive pressure from Michael Ng and Anna Thompson, who each had 2 blocks, helped bolster them to a 13-8 win over Japan. The Germany versus China game started with China holding their own with Germany until Germany took a 7-4 lead at half.
Does from Wei, and there it is. China straight back.
Xiaorong Guo. Much just looking to work amongst the handlers.
And then the big release once again. And Liu was down the back end, and now coming across here. It's Liu, and once again.
China is able to get a couple breaks and bring the game to 8-7, Germany's lead. Being the home country, China had plenty of fans in the stands. The fans helped give energy to the team to stay in this game. Eventually, Germany was able to take home a 13-8 win. Day 2 started off with a battle between the United States and Germany. The game was back and forth and eventually brought us to Galaxy Point.
Just in space, going long, Germany going super long, but this might be giving... Oh yes, too good there by Trope, just knocks it out of the park. Wow. So an unforced up, he's got some options inside, doesn't want to get too impatient, doesn't. Schlur across.
Germany takes half on serve, and in the second half, the United States are able to get a break to take a slight lead back. The game is tied at 11 until...
Hayes now moves, looking for some action, doesn't get it, that's an intercept. Freechild saw that Hayes had made the move, but the Germans did as well.
If the Germans win this game, Schlur is going to be the hero.
Muller needs to go big time. Here it is. Germany against USA, and the Germans come down with it. Is that too hot? No, just in.
And it's being called out of bounds by the US, but I'm almost positive he kept those toes down.
That's help.
Hairkin saying it's good.
Dylan Freechild is distraught from this point. The United States get a quick hold, then we are brought to Universe Point. Just before we start Universe Point, let's take a look at the Universe Point lines, as there was a lot of conversation on who the US would put out for their line. Now, let's get to Universe Point.
They want it big time.
Pelton out there pulling.
She does.
Freechild trying to make up for his mistake. Out on the mark.
Here come the Germans then. Looking for some options on the inside, and there is an incredible play by Hayes there. Comes across, it's long, it's in, it's a USA win, it's a memorable victory. Incredible stuff here.
Dylan Freechild redeems himself and sends the United States to 2-0. Japan versus China showcased a dominant effort from Japan. Their offense was clinical, scoring their 13 points in a shockingly low 68 throws. With just 3 turnovers all game, Japan looked strong. Yuko Kashino was a dominant force in the game. He had 6 assists and only 8 touches. Simply sensational. Day 3 had 2-0 USA face off against 0-2 China. Regardless of the outcome, the United States have won the pool and China has come in 4th. The United States easily win the game, 13-6. On the other side, we have 1-1 Germany versus 1-1 Japan. Winner moves on to the semifinals. Germany starts the game off with a hold and a break, taking a 2-0 lead. Japan is able to shake it off and get a couple holds of their own. Those 2 holds will stop there. Germany claims 2 more breaks and a 6-2 lead. Japan is able to get their first 2 breaks once Germany is up 10-4. There was a comeback effort, but Germany was never fazed, as they move on to the semifinals, beating Japan 13-9. Day 1 for Pool B started with Canada versus Colombia. Canada is able to get the first break of the game when it was tied at 3-3. It wasn't just one break that Canada got, as they got another one right afterwards. Canada was able to put consistent pressure on the Colombian offense, and Colombia had no response to it. Unable to get their groove back, Colombia falls to Canada by a score of 13-7. The Colombians typically play a small ball style of offense, and they had to throw 209 passes during the game. They are able to win with the small ball offense, but with 209 passes, turnovers are bound to happen. France versus Australia started with Australia showcasing fluid offense, torching down France with ease. France is unable to replicate that style of start as they turn it over on their first 2 offensive points. Australia is able to convert both breaks and they take a quick 3-0 lead. France calls a timeout, and something in that timeout huddle steps their defense up, and they put solid pressure on the fluid Australian offense. France is able to come back and tie the game at 5s.
Second time we've gotten to see Leo Stanguinet get up over Australia.
Bono's going long. And 2 again. To Foreman. Gan puts it down, none forced. Robley looking for some options up front, and he gets them. So the French all of a sudden just beginning.
France takes a 6-5 lead, and they will continue to grow that lead, eventually winning 13-9. On day 2, we had Canada versus France. Winning this game puts you at the top of the pool with a near guarantee at winning the pool. These teams were not playing their best Frisbee, with both having double-digit turnovers in the contest. Canada gets the first break of the game on the first point, and the team's trade holds for the rest of the half. Canada gets another break early in the second half, which should set them up for a fluid win, right?
Looking for some overlaps, and this is nice. They got somebody right here. Thank you very much indeed. And again, they set up Forget very nice. That's Robley, and it's going crossfield, and thank you very much indeed. We'll have that in the talisman of the French team.
Canada is able to hold off France, putting them in a prime position to head to the championship bracket. On the other half of the pool, we had Australia versus Colombia, 2 teams with a disappointing first match facing off in a must-win game. Colombia knew it was a must-win game, and their offense took it to heart, having just 1 turnover and 192 throws. This is where the small ball offense is successful, as they disassemble Australia 13-7. Colombia stays alive, and regardless of outcome, Canada has notched the pool, and Australia has come in 4th. On the final day of pool play, Pool B is in the same position as Pool A. We have Canada facing off against Australia, with both teams already locking up the 1 and 4 spots in the pool. Canada comfortably wins 13-9, having an incredible performance with only 3 total turnovers. The big game to see is France versus Colombia. Both teams are 1 and 1. Winner moves on to the semifinals. France gets their first break opportunity with the score tied at 3s, and after just 4 passes, they cash in the break to take the first lead of the game. Colombia is able to get a break back before halftime, and after a clean France hold, we are taken to Galaxy points.
Here to Stenyanek, down the line. And this is long, and this is ambitious, and that is very good, however, because she brings it down again.
France gets the break, and the teams trade holds in the second half until we hit 10-8 with 12 minutes remaining. A 6-minute Colombian hold, followed by a 6-minute Colombian break, ties the game up and puts us at a game to 12. France gets a clean hold and a chance to break to win. Colombia gets it back and gets the hold, and we are brought to universe points.
For France. Could that be the difference? Could that be the difference? This is a monster here. It's all on the fly, and that's
A 75-yard huck to Elliot Bonnet sends France to the semifinals. Our first semifinal showcases Germany and Canada. The game starts off calm, with teams trading holds. Germany is able to get their third hold of the game on a deep shot to Levka. But wait, a travel is being called. On replay, it does look like a travel. This gets sent back. Let's see what happens now.
check her speed, 0 to 60 meters. She's an absolute, oh goodness gracious. Was that a save?
Well, that was bizarre.
Watching this as well on the ground now. Everyone's, whoa, flips up.
That is a crazy play, and what a grab by Schutz to stay with it. But the question is,
A wacky play that eventually gets contested once again. Let's see if third time's the charm for the Germans.
Athleticism of the German team certainly on show there. Back to Muller. Diekman making some options on the inside, and once again they're going to try this with Walczyk on the end of it. She's going to move! She just misses it. Front. Now the big arm of this man. No, Jacobson is there. Needs to pop. There he is. Got it.
After a few turns, Canada is able to notch the first break of the game. Canada is able to get the second break of the game in the first half and eventually take half 7-5. Canada continued to put on an offensive clinic, showing themselves as potentially the best offense at this tournament. The mix of deep threats and handler dominance combined well together to shred through the Germans and win the game 13-9. Despite Germany only having 7 turnovers, Canada did not give up a break. From what I've heard, it's hard to win without getting a break on defense. USA versus France started off with the United States taking advantage of a receiving error by the French, notching the first break of the game early on. France gets their first break opportunity when the score is tied at 3s. The United States get the disc back, and after 2 throws, get the hold. The United States get their second break off another France receiving error. Despite many execution errors, France is able to notch a break to take the game to Galaxy Point.
Attended to by French defense. They're spreading. There's options deep if they want to go there. Helton is out the back if they want to go. Helton is absolutely roving around that end zone. US just sitting on it at the moment. Options. In goes in. They come back out. Free child looking for options. There's 4 of them in there in the States at the moment. That looks good. That'll do it. Hayes is on the end of it. USA get...
United States take half and come out of half with vengeance, going on a 3-0 run. France responds to that by going on a 3-0 run of their own, bringing the game to 10-9. Does France have anything left in the tank?
And over they go, and looking for action. Brownlee's going for a run, going for a big run and a big leap, and a big run to France. Helton around the corner, and is it a...
United States win 13-9 and will head to the championship for the 7th straight iteration. Oh me, oh my, these finals were exhilarating. Either the best or second best game of the tournament. This means it is a must-watch game. The teams trade holds and breaks in the first half, with the game eventually being brought to Galaxy Point.
For a little bit of a 1-2 action here, not going to go there. Rafi Hayes going long. This is very good. Oh, thank you so much indeed. If in doubt, give it to Trope.
And the United States came out with an isolation pull play to get Claire Trope the disc on the near sideline.
In the second half, Canada is on fire, getting a break with an opportunity at another. The United States get the hold, but Canada is able to break back and take the game to 11-9.
Canadian captain looking around the corner. This is clever by the Americans. Brownlee not getting over the advantage line at the moment, but now they do. They've got Lindsay free, and score, and they score handsomely.
Chaffaa was trailing Grant Lindsley pretty early in that cut, and then the margin just grew. I love that.
Kimura is an option, and that is a fumble that she will rue. Kimura puts it down. Here comes Team USA then. They're not going to want too many more invitations than that. Helton goes long, up to Groom. Groom looking inside. Freechild to Captain Finney. And this is long and very long. And when you go long and you've got Mr. Ing underneath the Frisbee, round to Jacobson perhaps. No, there's an intersection, and it's amazing that Groom has got the intercept there, beginning to swarm into the end zone. This is Thompson going wide, and that is really, really nice. Cammy Groom.
Hold and 2 U.S. breaks give the U.S. a chance to win if they get a break.
Wants Shatter to move. Wedge is there offering some assistance as well. And the intercept by Lindsley. Team USA. And the man that's offered the interception has gone streaking downfield. Ing now in control. Here comes Team USA. Across to Coulton. USA 12, Canada 11. USA on the attack, and they're beginning to assert themselves in the midfield. A big Ing catch, and this looks incredible, but it's swatted away. There's a second bite, and Canada come down with it. Sensational end zone play here. Wedge is here, over the top. Chaffaa with a big leap, and Wedge, the co-captain, delivers what could be one of the most important goals that this man has pulled down, Robin.
Wow, if you would have told me going into this tournament that
Canada finds a way to survive, send the game to universe points.
Olympic recognition. Rafi Hayes been so secure all day. Thompson, Brownlee now going down the line. Team USA looking for some options on the inside. Is this the coup de grace? Is this the moment? And is it the player of the moment? It is Trope. It is USA. It is gold medal. It's universe time, and it's a gold medal Team USA, Robin.
and honestly, the